Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have some very important news that we have to take a look at coming in from BlackRock and Coinbase, as there has been a new SEC filing showing up on the SEC website. So we're going to be digging into that, as I think it is very important to pay attention to the big players in the space for cryptocurrencies. Pay attention to what they are doing, because that just gives signs of what is coming, as they're showing a lot more interest moving forward. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And if you're interested in signing up for another platform, there is a link underneath the video to CoinW here. And so just by using the link underneath the video, you will get access to a free trading group. This will provide exclusive information with trading chart setups and different signals. There will be trading live streams, and it will also have insights from top traders. Now, if you're looking for a community to join and discuss different cryptocurrencies with, I definitely recommend checking this out. And so let's go ahead and jump into the video here. I recommend staying throughout the entire video, as I have a very interesting chart showing what direction we may be heading in the next couple of days. And so make sure to stay throughout the end of the video. And so let's go ahead and check out news here that was released. We have Coinbase providing key infrastructure for BlackRock's tokenized investment fund. So that Form D here was filed a couple of days ago. We can see, if we look into this here, we can see this is going to be a pooled investment fund, and it is an other investment fund type. So this information has been out for a couple of days. However, there's been information that Coinbase is going to be launching a Bitcoin fund according to filings with the SEC. So there's not a ton of information out here on this. However, I would like to dig deeper into this to determine what exactly they're looking at here. So I found their SEC Form D here that was filed. And so we can see here that this fund is going to be a pooled investment fund with a focus on a hedge fund. So very interesting. If you look deeper into this here, we can see it looks like they're focusing on institutional buyers only. So we can see the minimum investment accepted from any outside investor is going to be $100,000. And then if we look down further here, we can see they have already sold $421 million worth. So this is definitely really interesting. Like I said, pay attention to what the big players are doing. BlackRock is filing a tokenized fund with the SEC, a Form D for that. And now we have Coinbase also filing a Form D for a Bitcoin fund. And so we can definitely show that there's a lot of interesting cryptocurrencies, and I think we're going to continue to see these type of funds, which is going to draw more attention to cryptocurrencies moving forward. Not only Bitcoin, we're going to see ETFs for Ethereum. We're going to see ETFs for different altcoins. We're going to see basket funds, right? Larry Fink has talked about that about a year ago, where there's going to be funds where maybe they focus on layer one cryptocurrencies, maybe they focus on just AI. And so those are definitely going to come out. It may take a year or two. However, if cryptocurrencies continue to get as much attention as they have been since the Bitcoin ETF has been launched, I think that we'll continue to see a lot more money flowing into the cryptocurrency space. And so as you can see here, they did have a previous name for this, the One River Bitcoin Fund, and so they may be converting this over to Coinbase Bitcoin Fund, and so this may just be a conversion. Now there's not much information on this, however this is something to be paying attention to. Like I said, pay attention to what the big players are doing. What is BlackRock doing? What is Coinbase doing, right? We know Coinbase has already launched their own layer one platform called Base. Those cryptocurrencies could start getting some attention, especially as Coinbase continues to develop and launch these type of funds. It's definitely something to be paying attention to. So let's go ahead and take a look at a very interesting chart here from Bitcoin. And so in the past, we have seen Bitcoin always run and have a bullish momentum after a full moon, right? And so this is extremely interesting. So since October here, we can see that after the full moon, we had a run up on Bitcoin. Same again at the end of November. And then towards the end of December here again, we had a spike all the way up to $48,000. Then we did fall back down after the full moon, and then again we had a big spike, right? And then the last full moon we had towards the end of February here, we can see we had a massive spike, right? So we went from about $50,000 all the way up to $73,000. Now we have pulled back. However, we do have another full moon coming up. And so in 2 days here, we have another full moon. So will we see another spike up here? It's definitely something to pay attention to, right? There's no rhyme or reason for this. However, it is extremely interesting, and I think there's potential that we could see a reversal here. And so it's just something to be paying attention to, as I find this chart very interesting. So I would also like to take a look here at Base Chain as well. I mentioned in a video a couple of days ago that Base Chain has been absolutely exploding, right? We saw the daily active addresses and daily transactions have a huge spike. So we went from around 92,000 transactions or addresses all the way up to 855,000 active addresses. So we saw a huge spike in the active addresses, and the daily transactions. Now, daily transactions are still up substantially from 414,000 to about 1.4 million today. So we didn't see a big drop off there. So base chain is definitely getting more attention. I'm going to be making a video on this over the next couple of days. And so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to be notified when I make that video. Also, I'd like to mention that the Bitcoin ETF are starting to see a lot of outflows in GBTC, right? And so a lot of people are starting to see that. Maybe there's not as much inflows coming in. However, we're going to see dips, right? And so I think this chart really sums everything up very well. If we make this bigger here, we can see that since January, right, we were relatively low. There wasn't huge spikes. There wasn't a ton of interest. But look how much of spikes we've seen in February and March, right? These are massive. And so in comparison to these, we're really not seeing this drop off substantially. We're still higher than where we were back in February. And so we could definitely see this drop off here. And then as the Bitcoin halving comes up in less than 30 days, we could start seeing a lot more interest in Bitcoin since the Bitcoin mining rate is going to be getting cut in half. And then I would expect these Bitcoin ETF volumes to continue to increase. So definitely something to keep in mind. In my opinion, this is not worrisome. As long as the cumulative spot Bitcoin ETF volume continues to increase here, I am going to remain bullish on cryptocurrencies. I still think we're relatively early in this cycle. And so as I mentioned, make sure to pay attention to what the big players are doing. What is Coinbase doing, right? They're opening up a fund or merging an existing fund. We have BlackRock wanting to get involved in tokenization. Larry Fink has mentioned that since about a year and a half ago, that the Bitcoin ETF is the first step. However, tokenization is the second step. And so there's going to be adoption in blockchain and cryptocurrencies moving forward. And so definitely something to be paying attention to. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And make sure to check out that link underneath the video to CoinW, where you can get access to the free trading group, which will provide trading chart setups, trading signals, trading live streams, and insights from traders in HGA. So definitely something to check out just by signing up using that link. You don't even have to make a deposit. You can go ahead and sign up using the link underneath the video. Join the Telegram group using the verification code of your user ID that is provided once you have created an account. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.